All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Heroes Wanted. We're going to pick up right where we left off last week with Crash having recently joined the party, apparently. And so, as they continue to make their plans with their new Hill Giant ally, uh, we'll just pick up right there. So, what are you guys doing?
Well, I thought we were doing the relic stuff.
What do you mean?
And you
We
say
had
that
the
me.
item from last time, and I think Beamhorn decided what he'd like it to be when I asked him earlier. I think.
Oh, that. Yeah. Do you guys have your choices made?
Yep, pretty sure.
Go ahead, Beamhorn. Beam, you there?
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah. What item did you say you wanted again?
I just gotta find the name. Sorry.
What item do you want?
It's just an idol that lets me summon a dog, pretty much. You'll see. 1 second.
And then from there, are we deciding whether we just want to try and go with the Hill Giant with Crash and confront Lord Vasantis? Or are we trying to do something prior to that?
I thought we were gonna go back to where the mill was, because I don't think we're ready to face Lord What's His Face yet.
People
All right, that's
probably
fair.
wouldn't react very well to Crash coming anywhere near Lakeshore. They'd probably
Right.
rally their knights. Be like, Hill
Yeah.
Giant, go kill it.
Right, so that brings in the other issue of traveling around with Crash, unless we meet up with
Yeah.
him at some later point in time.
I was rethinking about that. I was thinking about maybe
Does any,
meeting up with him or trying to get him to give us safe passage around his land.
does anyone have reduced person?
No, I don't.
No,
I wish
that's
I
not
did.
something I get.
Nope.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Maybe one of you should get a ring of reduced person.
That could work.
I'm down for that, actually.
So a ring of enlarged reduce.
Yeah, I'm really down for that.
It can't be enlarge reduced because enlarge would benefit you in combat.
But
Well,
can I
it's,
put him back to regular size?
Right, that's what I was referring to.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like reduce.
Yeah. It's not
And
just
then
like
put back.
permanent reduce. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, I'm down for that. 100% down for that.
You know, I really think vampires should be associated with mosquitoes.
Okay, why is that?
They suck blood, they are terrifying to look up close, and they actually spread disease.
Vampires don't spread disease, not really.
If you consider vampirism a disease.
I mean, you know.
All right, so Crash is still one of the biggest people you've ever seen, but he's about equivalent to Laor. You know, he's a big guy.
It's like an
It's probably
orc, kind of?
large instead of gigantic.
He's not
Yeah, like a orc.
large. He's not large, but he's not medium either.
He's medium large.
Yeah, he's Marge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like a storm giant. No,
You
those are
You said there was an anvil there as well?
Crash keeps pulling his loincloth out and looking down and like looking all sad and then like trying to like shake it off and then like a little while later he'll like look down his loincloth again.
All right. So I say back to him, and I focus on the ring, and I say enlarge, and he goes back to his normal size. And I say it's not permanent; it's only temporary.
And then,
So I say don't worry.
As he enlarges again, he quickly checks his loincloth and smiles from ear to ear.
And I say don't worry, the ladies will still love you. It's okay.
This is safety because Soggy also has safe thing as she shows with like the whole disguise self.
Oh,
And then I
thought you were whipping it out to like start comparing.
and then I reduce him back to normal size again, back to large size again.
Yeah. So he gets reduced, and like now he understands, so like he's not as worried about it.
All right. So if we're gonna go to the barn, then let's head to the barn.
Sorry,
Or-
I have to play Crash realistically
mill.
here, and like clearly that's the first thing he'd be worried about.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The mill was just like a proposed safe spot.
Right. But the thing is, we don't know if there's any other safe spot to go to.
Also, we haven't rested or anything yet, so
Yeah, no, you guys are like really up the creek quite a bit here.
yeah, so that's what I was saying. Let's just, we're already heading to the mill. We might as well get there and be safe for a bit.
Oh, by the way, snatch and grab are simply dying. Does any of you have healing spells?
I wasn't sure if it was
Soggy
dead or
has
not.
a healing spell.
Yeah, I got a healing spell.
We would have took that last time.
Yeah.
I thought they were dead.
No, I mean, because they were, and nobody expected this to go the way it went. I mean, there's no way you guys had planned for that, and I definitely didn't. So, like, I just marked them as dead the way I do with any NPC to show
That's fair.
to be like, hey, they're not a threat,
So I think Beamhorn has one and Soggy has another.
Perfect. Go ahead and reduce those
Soggy
spells.
will cast it on Snatch.
I got grab. Just let me get my spell book out. And go up to him and give him a touch on his fur. Raise him back up.
Snatch and grab jump to their feet, ready to defend themselves, but Crash steps forward. At first, they kind of growl at him, not recognizing him so small, but then their scent receptors kick in and they're like, oh, okay. And he gives them the giant command to go run off and fend for themselves for a few days while he deals with everything, and he'll call them when he needs them, because it wouldn't do to have a bunch of dire wolves, with you guys, and plus feeding them takes like 10 rations, so like you guys don't have enough food to feed them. You got to just let them go catch their own stuff.
Yeah, they're wild animals. They should be good.
Hey, snatch and grab my closest friends.
All right, question. Does Lord Vicentis have a lot of reach outside of his territory?
Well, he is one of the most trusted generals in Carpathia, so like he has influence all around Carpathia as far as that goes, but like his total amount of power is actually pretty low on the totem pole.
All right, so if we leave Carpathia, we should be safer, correct?
Oh, 100%. Like you're putting yourselves from like being hunted constantly to like, okay, now they have to maneuver around somebody else's land in secret.
All right, and are the other territories as par and destined and as destitute as this one?
As New Eglia?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, New Anglia used to be pretty prosperous as far as everything went for a long time until them and Carpathia had a falling out, and they've been at war with Carpathia ever since. So they're kind of like the Baltics or like Eastern Europe. You know, no offense
Mhm.
against those countries, but like they've seen so much war that you know they really haven't economically thrived. And so that's New Anglia has suffered, you know, whereas once they were a shining, you know, new country that Carpathia helped, you know, with their freedom and everything. But now years of war with Carpathia. I mean, not years. It's been like 1,000 years of war with Carpathia. So you know they're pretty much like not looking so hot.
Hmm.
But
All right.
then
So,
directly to the east of them is the border kingdoms, which is really dirt poor, unless you go down to Al Qadim, which is super rich but also super sketchy. And then
yeah, but we haven't really been those places yet, so I don't even want to bring those places up just yet.
okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to give you a thorough answer to make sure that, you know, you understood what the options were.
Right. So you said we have the options of Lord DeSantis, because he's chasing us as well. You said there was also like a alligator
Yeah, there's a
dragon.
half giant crocodile red dragon called Rayorix who these guys let loose and started to chase down. But like dragons can fly, and they were like, "Whew, yeah, uh, we'll catch up with you later." And then they forgot that
And that's
dragons.
also in the sewers, correct?
What's that?
Yeah.
That was in
Soggy,
the sewers though?
It's not in the sewers. Down in the sewers, they encountered an Odiug, where they also found an elven ruin with a dead dragon that a Odiug had been feeding off of.
Alright, Soggy, you were saying something?
an adult red dragon to be exact.
Yeah, it's big.
Alright. Is there any way we can intersect the path of one of those on the way to the barn? Do we pass by any of those on the way to the barn?
Well, Rayorix is wherever the hell he is, and the sewers is in Lakeshore, so it's like right there. It's the same thing.
Okay, well, my suggestion is that we go to the mill, rest up, and then go fight in the sewers.
Right, and that's what I was about to say too. That seems like the best path at the moment, and then we can come back to Lord DeSantis once we're a little more composed and stronger.
That's so
That
funny
makes
because
sense,
that's exactly where the campaign starts. So this is like right back to the beginning.
And also, there's the matter of cleansing the blade. So Soggy needs to really try and find things out with the help of his deity, and his pact, the entity he shares the pact with.
Well, I was thinking maybe we can find something in the ruins of the Elven village that might give us a clue to how we can do that en route. So it kind of takes care of that as well. Or at least puts us a bit closer to that as well. So
I
we'll see
imagine
how
the
it goes.
druid is carrying the blade currently, the corrupted light blade.
I don't remember who had it. I thought it was Donovan though.
Donovan has the corrupted light blade.
Is holding the blade.
Also, we have a shield and a whip still to deal with.
Yes.
So, do we?
Yes. My suggestion, out of character, is to give the shield to Donovan for him just to hold. And I think Soggy could do with the whip, to be honest. Because I know you cast spells and all, but like if you have no spells or anything, you have something to use damage
and at
with.
least it has range.
And radiant damage.
Although he does have a boomerang.
There's that too, but this has radiant damage, right?
Yeah.
So it's best for Soggy to hold on to the whip.
Yeah, that's what I think.
It's an undead killing thing, and like especially facing Lord General Visanthus, you know that could come in really handy.
All right. So that's the path we're gonna go for at the moment.
Yeah, and before we leave, I'm gonna cast another Cure Wounds on Crash so he can heal up a little, because I still have 2 level 1
Okay.
spells.
Yeah.
Are we taking a short rest just in case? I don't think we need it though, because we still have temporary hit points from last time. At least I do. I think.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's your call.
we're fine on the short rest. I thought we were just gonna go head over to the mill and then
Alright.
have a long rest so
Well,
we can
'cause
get all our spell slots and
Yeah,
all that shit
the
back.
issue with the mill is a few days away, so the mill is not
Oh.
a close.
Right.
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 Oh, okay. What's the closer of the things that we're doing? Sorry.
There's nothing close. So
Oh,
that was the
okay.
problem.
Hold on.
So
I'm pulling up the map right now for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'd
so,
still
so
like
the
to.
barn was like 5 days away or 6 days away. So all these encounters are on our way to the barn because there's no safe way to really get there, but to just go through the encounters as we travel.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Maybe we can find like a little spot to just rest up.
You
So I was
know.
asking, do we need to take a rest? Or are we trying to go? So
Well,
what
I
I was
just
asking
wanted
before
to
is,
get
there's a
my
way,
spell slots back, but
yeah.
it's fine if
Is
we
there no way
don't.
to fast travel to the barn, or it's just
Well, with
close
a short rest, the warlock can get his spell slots back.
That's true.
Okay.
I mean, I do have. What do I have? I have 2 level 1 spells. One. So yeah, 2 level 1s, 2 second because I cast the talk, and 1 third level spell. That's okay.
Okay. Can you
All
guys
right.
see?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So you guys, if you zoom out, you guys are here in Carpathia, right? And
Yep.
you're
Mm-hmm.
right at the border of New Eglia. In fact, you've probably even crossed over into New Eglia on the open plains right here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to zoom in. This right north of the lake is Lakeshore and also where the mill is.
Okay, so we're not that far.
No,
Not too far away.
you're
I mean,
not
we're
you're
far, but we're
not
not that far.
too far away, but if you get out your ruler and you measure, you will see that you're about 7.5 miles away yet.
Okay. So 7.5 miles. How long will that take on horseback? Oh, but we have Crash now, so we won't
On
be able
Big
to go
Dog.
horseback.
Well, Crash has big feet, long feet. I don't
Yeah,
think you
that's
have
true.
a problem walking.
You know what? I don't think this is accurate. I'm going to have to double check this measurement.
Well, we're not looking for accuracy. We just need an estimate of when we can get there.
It's about 75 miles.
That's fine. So that's 3 days.
Yeah, I'd say about 3 days. You guys can travel about what is it? You know what? I'm going to look it up real quick.
Well,
I mean, really, we just need an estimate. We just need an estimate of how long it's going to take to get there. That's all.
mm-hmm.
I believe it's about 3 days.
And the so the waterways, like the sewer that we're going to go to before it, is closer to us.
I think we're going to go there afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So back to the mill and then there. Well, I think they're close by each other.
Yeah.
But can we hit the lake and then go north to the barn?
Yeah, I mean either way. Whatever it is that you guys want to do, I'm just showing you like kind of on the map where you are, and then even further east is Al Qadim and the border kingdoms, etc. You know, but you guys can go wherever you want to go. I
think we
mean,
want to try and
whichever
go east
direction.
towards. Right. So east towards the lake,
Mhm.
and then go up to the barn, which I think is like over here, and then we can go to the Elven village and see what's going on to try and finish that up.
Sounds great to me. That sounds like a plan I'm for.
That way we can still do a prayer at the lake to Sagi's deity and see if we get a response, and then go to the barn because they shouldn't be that far from each other.
Yep. And we can rest in between.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys can take a short rest at 1 hour, but you have to subtract one of your rations, and then everybody can roll their hit dice if they want, and
Alright.
recover.
I'm not.
I'm
Yeah, I
just
don't
worried
know if we
about
need
spell
to
slots.
Right. So I
Yeah.
don't think we need to reroll any hit die, but it was the spells, which is
Yeah.
which was the concern. So
Yeah,
both,
which is
I think
the
for both of
long-
us actually.
So I was just thinking we might camp out by the lake and try to, do watches.
Oh, but we're not gonna make it to the lake in one day.
Okay, well, in between that. Because we still
Alright.
got to sleep, right? So
Right.
either way, we have to sleep. So yeah, let's just make our way there, and wherever we get by the end of the night, we can take watches and sleep, and then just go to the lake, and then do the same thing up towards the mill.
Okay, so it says here that you can choose your travel pace, fast, normal, slow, and that means that at a fast pace, you move 4 miles an hour, or
But we get exhaustion.
Yep, or 30 miles a day. At a normal pace, you move 3 miles an hour or 24 miles a day. And at a slow pace, you move 2 miles or 18 miles a day, and you are able to use stealth.
Yeah, I think we should go a normal pace.
I'm agreeing with that as well.
Okay.
What do you think, Saul?
Soggy?
Yeah,
Do you think we should go normal pace?
Soggy believes so.
Do that.
Yeah, normal pace sounds best, so we don't strain our horses.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so it's about 60 miles to get. Oh, no, it is 75 miles, but you have to cross. Okay, so here's the deal. The river that runs through here, you have to cross it either at the north or the south of the lake. Otherwise, you have to get a boat and go across the lake.
I'd say south because it's closer to the mill, right?
No, I think we're gonna cross at the north.
You think so? Oh, okay.
The mill is just up the river from Lakeshore
Just north
here.
of the lake.
So this
Right.
is
Oh, okay.
Lakeshore right here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah,
And-
yeah, that makes
and then,
sense.
And then the mill is like just north of it.
Yeah, yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
So we're gonna cross at the north.
Okay. So basically what this is saying is you can move 1 square per day. So you move 1 square up on this day. And now it is time for a long rest or to march through the night, which would be a forced march. But
Now we're gonna take a long rest.
Nah, yeah, we should take a long rest.
yeah, so now you're kind of out in the open. Like you're right on top of a big black N that just makes you stick out like a sore thumb. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, but as you can see, it's sparsely wooded in this area. There's a lot of open field, and so there's very little spot to make a decent camp, a decent defensive position.
We don't want to march through the night, though. That's the problem.
Right.
Beamhorn, is there any way that you can make overgrowth in the area?
Yes, I can. I'm pretty sure.
and then we can go down low within the overgrowth.
You guys stuck? Do you need some help?
No,
Well, no, he's casting a spell to make it more overgrowth in the area, so that at least we can be deeper in the weeds than completely out in the open.
Yep. Nope, that's cool. That works.
And then we're gonna take a long rest and just keep watch above the new vegetation, because it is pitch black outside, right?
Well, no. You guys have been traveling, and now it's, time to slow down and stop and subtract a ration and all that.
Yeah. So once it hits nighttime, we're hiding within the overgrowth that he's building, I guess, to help give us more cover. And then
Yeah.
we're taking watch throughout the night.
Yeah, so like I said, there's not much in the way of trees, but you can make a bush and all of that, and some tall grass, and some big, like, flowery plant or something, just enough to give you guys some basic cover. It's not going to hold up if anything comes riding up on you, but it'll
We just want to make sure we're not seen.
Yeah. From
We
far
shouldn't
away.
be seen.
From
Right.
far away, it casts some shadows and all that, so you're okay.
Yeah, I did plant growth. It is a circle spell, so it doesn't need to be in my book.
Nice. All right. So on that first night, you guys are, careful, and everybody is keeping watch of what's going on and all of that, and nothing happens. Crash snores about as loud as you would expect him to.
Yeah.
And even having him reduced, it just seems to make it worse, as if you're trying to fit all of that into a smaller container. And
I imagine Soggy doesn't mind us as much because he slept with 1,000 kobolds.
yeah, no, it makes Soggy feel, safer to have, so much noise while sleeping. But you guys, at first struggle to sleep. You're like, oh no. But then you quickly realize that you can stuff some rags in your ears, and you get some sleep.
I
And
tell the plants to shove grass into my ears.
yeah, you have a little flower pod that perfectly, like, folds out, so it's all as soft as a flower petal, but as solid as you need it to be to provide perfect protection. So you have, like, noise canceling earphones.
Noise canceling earbuds.
Yeah, whereas earbuds.
Yep.
But and so Vathel, you're forced to, like, just shove some rags in your ears, because, like, you have sensitive elven hearing, and this is not gonna do. I mean, you're still kind of an elf,
Well, I mean, an outcast is still what it is.
Yeah. You're just hated by everybody. You're that elf that everybody wishes wasn't here.
All right. Question. Oh boy. Question: is there any are there like wild animals out and about?
Well, I mean, yes, but not like, okay, so this is like mostly plains, like I said. So most of the animals that you see are either humongous herbivores, or, like, you don't see them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
there's
there a way that I can go hunting?
birds and stuff like that.
All right, is there a way that I can roll and go hunting and see what I can catch? Maybe.
I don't know if
Oh, yeah,
Beamhorn
you want to-
would appreciate that.
Well, I mean, they're not plants.
Yeah, I mean
So you're not, like,
animals eat
destroying
animals in the Feywild, so yeah.
Yeah, this is more of like he's not just killing them needlessly; he's killing them for food, so that's fine.
Right.
If he was going around just murdering them, I would be like, no.
Soggy can talk to animals. Maybe he could like help.
And have them sacrifice their lives for our dinner.
I mean, Soggy is a good fisher.
But we're not by any water at the moment.
You're at least a day away from water.
Right. So I just want to see if I can catch, like, some deer or something. I don't know. That's what I was asking. But if not, then we can just eat our ration and rest for the night.
So there is a type of deer here, but it's more like a springhorn or a gazelle.
Oh, no, those have. All right. All right. So we'll just rest
Very,
for the night.
very fast, very fast.
Right. And they're super agile.
But there are large, powerful, like herbivores that are like slow moving, but that's because they're basically like elephants.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm good. I'll rest for the night.
You're like, no. I'm weighing my options. No. Plus at night is when you see dozens of little glowing spots all along the horizon as the predators come to life and start to stalk for anyone foolish enough to be caught out in the open. It's too hot during the day on the open grass to like just be, doing whatever you want. But like, at night, oh man, they only come out at night. The days are much too bright.
All right. Who wants to take first watch? Are we divvying up watches throughout the night?
Yeah.
The night passes with no,
Significant
complications other than as each of you dream.
Oh no, not again.
What? You don't like my dream sequences?
I don't like running around in a forest the whole day.
Come on, man. Like, dream sequences are cool.
I love
All right,
dreams,
go
but not
ahead.
running around in a
I don't
forest.
mind dream sequences.
I'm like Freddy Krueger with these.
Okay.
So,
Sorry. Keep
anyway,
going.
who's the first to sleep? I'll do this in order.
Well, who's the first to watch? Let's do it that way.
Imagine Soggy is first to watch.
Okay. So the first to watch will be Soggy.
No.
No.
All right, I go to sleep first.
Soggy can get his spell slots back. Oh wait, he hasn't cast anything. He already has them. Soggy can be the first to watch.
Right.
I was gonna say normally if it's a normal day and Soggy has used any of his spell slots, he should always be the first to rest because then if something does interrupt you, he has his spell slots.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm running low on spell slots here.
Yeah, but we've already slept one night already, so I think we'll get up.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Oh, okay. I thought because the battle was with the big guy here that we now have. I thought that was all my spell slots from last time, but I guess we already rested.
The battle that you guys just had, I assumed that you guys long rested afterwards. If not, if you just headed out, then yeah, that was your day's worth of travel right there, and now you would be resting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do it the latter way, the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll I guess Soggy's going first watch. I'll take first stream.
Okay. Beamhorn, as you shut your petal-like eyes,
Petal
and
like I.
and begin to drift off to what amounts to plant sleep, which is a form of just shutting down all of your bio processes, but you also go through your growth phase during this period. And so, every night when you go to sleep, you wake up just a little bit more plant-like. You're growing, little leaves and little patches of bark and all of that, like here and there and everywhere, slowly, night by night. It takes a while, and
Of course.
so uh, as you enter this plant dream, at first, it's like every other plant dream you've ever had. You're in a vast open nothingness being shined down on with the loving radiance of the sun. All around you is just clean, crisp nutrients flowing in through your roots, flowing in through your leaves, flowing in through your petals, all throughout you. You're just absorbing all of these nutrients from the water, the air, the soil, the sun, and yet you're floating in nothingness as if you're free to expand in any direction you want.
I fucking love photosynthesis. Let's go.
And as you are having this dream, suddenly there is a darkness. Now you understand what darkness is. You're not a young seedling by any stretch of the imagination. You're about to go into your final metamorphosis, as a matter of fact. So you're certainly aware of what darkness is, but you've never had darkness in a plant dream before. This is where all good happiness comes from, not any darkness or anything like that. And as this eclipse stretches across the sky, you see a pair of eyes staring at you from out of the darkness, burrowing into your soul. It burns as you can't seem to look away. Roll a wisdom saving throw. If you want to look away. If you don't, you can just stare right back into it.
Well, I want to look away. I don't like the burn. So we'll go to. Where would that be? Where's the wisdom saving throw at? Is it
It's
core
on-
stat?
yeah,
Oh,
core.
core stat.
Yeah.
For wisdom and then save?
Yeah. You force yourself to tear your eyes away, holding your leaf-like arm appendage up. Oh, did I make it clear that you're a plant in your dreams? You have roots
Well,
and leaves.
now you did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I was saying how you have roots and leaves and all that. So yeah, you hold your leaf-like arm up to what counts as your eyes, and you turn your head away, and you stop looking at the eyes staring at you from out of the eclipse. But as you do so, the rest of everything goes dark, and as the darkness finally closes in, it's like liquid that is pouring in towards you like water, and it comes up and it touches you, and it's so cold. It's the coldest thing you've ever felt. It's like liquid nitrogen, just instantly just freezing you through to the core, and it burns. It stabs like needles and knives into you. Even though you're a plant, like your fibrous tissues can feel all of the knives of the ice crystals forming as this freezing cold liquid touches you, and as it touches you, it kind of like creeps up you until you turn into the darkness and you wake up. Do you wake up screaming?
I wake up with like a big grunt, like a almost like, you know, when an old man like pulls his herniated disc, like that.
Yeah. So, but this is in the future. You have not woken up just yet. You have to meditate through Soggy Shift, which means somebody else is asleep as well. Oh wait, no, you're Beamhorn. I'm sorry. Yeah, you
Mhm.
wake up later. Vathel, when are you sleeping?
I was gonna go next.
Okay. So, yeah, basically you would sleep right away too. So you have your dream and you're meditating and you don't have the trance like all Darao don't have the trance. Instead, you have a twisted, dark version of the trance. And as always, you're being chased by spiders. All kinds of spiders. Little
The
spiders.
queen wants me.
Oh yeah. You are not where you should be. And she calls to you. And there's sometimes you're like stuck to webbing and you're trying to like crawl across webs and you're just getting stuck to it. And sometimes they're like shooting webbing at you and like pulling you and you're getting stuck. And sometimes they're just like running really fast at you and you're just running and they're just you can't outrun them because they're spiders. And like sometimes there's billions of little ones and sometimes there's huge ones and you know sometimes they're all over you and sometimes they're in the distance stalking you, but it's always spiders, always. And it's always this really dark twisted version of the trance where like instead of all the good things like helping you, it's like all the bad things like making you stronger in a way though, you know? Like it strengthens your mind, which is the important thing. But
And I'm kind of fighting back to no avail, and nothing I do helps.
right, but this time there's a shadow and it's running alongside you, trying to get away from the spiders as well. And it looks over at you and it reaches out its hand.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to roll
Right.
insight?
I'll roll inside. Mm.
As far as you can tell, it is like trying to help you because it's actually like running a little faster than you.
So I reach back, or I reach back to let it help me, I guess.
As you touch its hand, it begins to meld with you. Soon, it is you. You are it. It is your shadow, and yet you are its shadow. You run in unison, and suddenly you're outrunning the spiders. This place feels natural to you in some way. And as you are running through this shadowy, twisted version of the world, you see a woman. She is clad in a robe of white feathers. On her face is a mask of purest white, forming the skull of a raven.
Hmm.
She has
All right.
the blackest hair you've ever seen. She spreads her arms and the cloak of feathers flies up like wings. Suddenly, you wake up.
And I kind of hold my face in my hands and I say, "Not another dream, but at least this was better than most." And then I kind of look around and I lay back down and I say, "Hopefully, I see the Raven Queen is watching over me." And then I lay back down.
Okay. So, as you are laying back down, for the first time in your life, you feel free. Free of the burden of being a cursed outcast. Free of the torment of never belonging. Suddenly, you see a shadowy version of your own face looking at you. What does it say? This is you. This is your inner thoughts. What does your inner thought say to you?
It says, "You are not your past. You are moving into a better future. Follow the way of the Raven Queen, and she will lead you the way you need to go."
It says in the coldest voice you can imagine. It's almost metallic as it rings in your ears. Nobody else can see this as you continue to talk to yourself. You have a whole inner monologue that you can either do now, write up later, or just say that you have and that you're, you know, slowly becoming one with this shadow.
Hmm.
You don't have to decide just now which exactly you want to do unless you want to do the monologue right now, in which case, of course, you have to decide.
Now I'll do it for later.
Okay, no problem. Because nobody else can hear it anyway, so, you know. All right. Now, suddenly, Soggy, you are off duty and Vathel is on duty, and you go to sleep. And as you are sleeping, you begin to have the water dream. This is your favorite dream. It starts with you underwater, and you're free floating as if in a weightless outer space void. And you just swim gracefully through the ocean, your tail propelling you forward like some great serpent. You no longer need to breathe air, and that's how you always. That's my wife ruining the the stream there, just cursing at my dogs. uh, so you are gliding through the water like a serpent. You no longer need to breathe air, and that's how you know this is your dream again. Suddenly, there is a shadow stalking up behind you.
He sort of like, sort of, sort of, sort of looks back at the shadow, tries to look up at it, at what's producing this shadow.
Something so enormous that it casts a shadow over the entire ocean. It is a great leviathan of some kind. You cannot see anything but the darkness swallowing everything that it engulfs.
Soggy is trying to desperately is sort of like swimming through this darkness, sort of like curious of what exactly this darkness is. Sort of nervously hoping that it's not going to eat him.
As you are slowing down to let the darkness catch you, is that what you're saying?
In a way, yeah.
Okay. As you let the darkness engulf you, the water suddenly becomes ice cold. I mean, the coldest thing you've ever felt in your life. And you need to make a constitution save to avoid going into cardiac arrest. With advantage because you're a lizard. If you were a warm-blooded creature, this cold would be, like, not good for you. Alright. You feel the cold slowing you down even further, but you do not go into cardiac arrest. As the cold continues to slow you down, you suddenly become like almost stagnant in the water. You're just drifting now. You're not even propelling yourself. You're just
Soggy does not enjoy this feeling. He's trying to get himself to propel, but he just can't.
Yeah, no, you're so sluggish and lethargic that you cannot will yourself to move. Your arms and legs are stiff at your sides as your body drifts through the ocean like a piece of driftwood. You float with the current and you just are pulled along. This seems to last for an eternity. As you continue to feel this, there comes a moment where the darkness starts to look at you. And although you cannot see any distinct features, you feel the eyes and the face looking at you from all angles, eyeing you up, until it finally looks you face to face, eye to eye, in a voice that sounds like ice cracking. You are pledged, else reject and accept the shadow.
Soggy said, "No, Soggy's not. This is not. You are not Bunyip. You are something else."
Reject.
Sort of just struggles and says, "No, no, 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 no." He can't. He continues to say that.
You will reject. And with that, the tendrils of darkness latch on to you and start to drill into you. You can feel them like digging into your brain. Roll a wisdom saving throw. The shadow digs in deep into your brain. It's pushing against the bunyip. You can see the bunyip rising up from the depths and it battles the shadow in an epic duel. It gives you another chance with advantage to save, but this is the final one. Whatever happens, you are possessed by that entity. The bunyip banishes the shadow. Your water becomes warm again, and you're free to swim.
Imagine as the bunyip vanishes, Soggy returns to his limber form and he lets out a deafening roar, banishing the shadows.
As the bunyip's bloop begins to reverberate through the water, suddenly you're overcome with a dread feeling. Almost as if you cannot shake this feeling no matter how hard you try.
Soggy sort of
But
looks to the
for the first time ever, you begin to wonder if that wasn't your one chance to escape a worse fate, and you just can't shake it. It's something about the reverberations of the echo of the bunyip's bloop that just echoes through the waves like a powerful entity, but not one of this dimension. And you
Soggy's
you wake up. And you wake up to Beamhorn just being a little like, ugh, what the.
Oh, my arthritis is acting up again. Oh, God.
Soggy sort of looks around in a nervous panic, sort of glancing himself over, sort of, and then lets out a sigh as he looks to Beamhorn. Hello, Beamhorn. It's you.
Hi, Soggy. That was a shitty dream. Oh, I feel like shit.
You also had a bad dream?
Yeah, I'm in pain.
I
What
think
sort
all
of
these lines are plagued with bad dreams.
I had a bad dream too. Not
what sort of dream, Larry?
Francis.
Sorry. Soggy is not good with human names.
Yeah, no problem, Lizard. So, Francis describes his dream, which is just, some stupid peasant babble. Like, you don't have to listen to him.
Well, I was raking the fields one day.
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Is I was out in the fields hoeing the ground, and as I was hoeing, there was a shadow cast from the hoe, and it formed a scarecrow, and then I had to shake hands with the scarecrow, and then it was cold, and then I just woke up screaming.
Soggy says, wait. Did you say cold?
Yeah.
Soggy also felt cold thing too. Did anyone else feel cold thing?
Yeah, very cold.
Soggy sort of sits down cross-legged and sort of thinks, Soggy thinks this thing was affecting our dreams.
What thing?
It was talking to me. Soggy heard it. Soggy heard it reverberating, saying to reject my my beliefs, my pact with an entity I could like to call the Bunyip. But it was cold, violent. It was as unnatural. It was almost too cold.
Yeah,
Soggy felt stiff.
mine was freezing too. I couldn't move and it encased inside of me. And it was freezing. I've never felt this cold before.
What about you, Elf?
I felt the same cold, but the Raven Queen came to my defense and she was able to help me. I know that she was always with me. She's the one that brought me to this group. We'll have to see where her guidance leads me.
Yes, Soggy is also glad that this thing did not attack us. Soggy is glad that both the Bunyip and the Raven Queen came to our defense. So Soggy does not know exactly what the Bunyip is. That is the thing.
Yeah, that seems like it could be problematic.
Do we still have the orb that Francis had?
The what?
The frickin'
Oh,
stone.
Yeah, the stone?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I got this stone here yet. From the
Is it
gargoyle.
active at all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the gargoyle.
Does it what?
But
Does it look strange at all?
It looks strange from the beginning.
is it glowing?
Is it glowing? No, it's not glowing.
Okay, good. I don't think it's
Alright.
this thing.
That's the first thing I check when I wake up.
Yeah, the stone is just like stoning it up. You know, it isn't
being
it
a
isn't doing anything.
Sort of remarks, it is Stone Starfire, Stone of Protection to be exact.
Yeah, it helped us out last time. I don't think it helped it out this time though.
May have been one-time use, but it is still a good thing to keep.
It's
I think
it's
that's-
pretty if nothing else.
I think it's good to keep as well.
It's mine though.
Francis,
For now.
Hey,
shut
now.
up.
shut up.
Alright, and I start packing up campsite.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I start packing up the campsite.
Oh, Francis gets on that too. Like he's used to being a squire. You know, he understands his place in the party. So
But Soggy helps him out.
soggy what?
He helps him out.
Yeah, except for, you know, Soggy, you're a kobold, so you're not very big and all of that. So you're gonna have to roll a what should it be?
He's going to try to help.
Yeah, roll a unskilled dexterity check. Nope,
Some story to help
not
out.
a saving throw, but that's okay. So you keep trying to like help by like rolling up bedrolls or you know, cleaning up, and you're just making a bigger mess and getting underfoot. And Francis doesn't say anything because he knows that you are a powerful warlock and you could fry him. He's seen it happen. So he's not going to push his luck with you, but like you're frustrating him, and it's clear to everybody else that Francis is getting frustrated with him. And I don't know.
Soggy back and says, sorry. And he sort of is very meek about this.
Yeah. And I don't know if anybody else is getting frustrated with Soggy like slowing everything down. It should be like a half hour to maybe an hour job, and he's already making it take like an hour and a half.
While that's happening, I'm just gonna sit in the long grass and try to gather myself.
All right, and I continue helping.
Yep. All right. So now you guys are packed up.
You cut out. You said packed up and then what?
We're gonna travel at a normal pace, going same
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said you guys are packed up and ready to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just travel the same pace. The same
All right.
where we're going.
You guys advance to the river crossing. The next morning you'll be up to the bridge and all of that, unless you want to push through the night and cross the river tonight.
Nope.
Nah.
All right.
But can we get to the river tonight?
It would be dark by the time you got to the river.
That's fine.
You want to camp alongside the river?
Well, close to it.
I'm gonna tell when we're traveling. I'm gonna tell Crash to have a travel buddy and send over Jitter to hang out with Crash.
Wait, what?
Said while we're traveling, I'm gonna tell Jitter to go hang out with Crash so he has a travel buddy.
Oh, okay.
He's running. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wanted to be able to be a little bit closer to the water.
All right, 1 second, guys. Let me grab you. That came out wrong.
Grab you by the throat.
It's okay. I'm famous. Or infamous, either way. Alrighty. Here you guys are. But it is dark. Let me make sure it's dark. Alright, there you go. So as you arrive at the river's edge, it is dark. You hear the chirping of crickets. You can every so often hear the loud, boisterous croak of a frog.
Soggy sort of instinctively readies himself for a fight after he hears that croak. Like,
I happen to know if the water is good for drinking.
This is the great river that flows through the Great Lake that Lakeshore and Maidlow are on, and they are hundreds of miles apart. So like the lake is huge. It's one of the largest freshwater lakes in the entire world, if not the largest. I'll have to double check the map sometime, but I think it might be the largest freshwater lake in the world. This water is some of the cleanest water in the world.
All right, so I checked to go get a drink and just wash myself off a little bit. Not right where we are, but maybe a little further north or a little further south, just to like clean myself off because we haven't really cleaned ourselves for a while.
I'm gonna fill
the-
my water skin, let Jitter get a drink, and kind of do the same.
Yeah, same thing. I'm gonna make sure the horses are watered, and I kind of secured as well.
Well, you know, you know what they say about horses.
So you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink the water.
You can't make it drink, man.
That's all right. That's all right. They're tired too. That's the first thing that I do. And then I tell the Soggy, this is the largest body of water we've been to in a while. Maybe you can pray again and see if you get a response from your whatever you want to call them.
Crash runs and jumps into the water.
I was hoping you would do that.
This is the first time he's been small enough to enjoy water like this in his life. And so he just cannonballs into the river and splashes anybody near the edge with water.
Oh God, Jesus, that's a lot of water.
Soggy,
Just fucking drenched because I'm so small.
you should probably add the health of like everyone that rests. Soggy sort of dips his feet into the water and then sort of like, and soon enough sits into the lake with his head above the water. And then he goes full underwater and meditates, using his eldritch powers to try and contact the bunyip.
All right. And meanwhile, I'm searching the perimeter of the lake to see if there are any fresh tracks of anyone who's been in this area recently. Just making sure the area is secure. So I just want to do a check.
Yeah, so you would roll survival for that. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
They won't have the totem anymore, by the way,
Yeah,
because
I took it off.
it's
Yep, good note.
yeah. The
Thank
way
you.
it works, yeah, the way it works is it's whatever. It's like an area of effect, but I can move it. So for easy person's sake, I'm just gonna cast it on top of my head, like where my fucking nest is, pretty much every time. So it's like an aura. That's just for later.
All right. So, does anybody else join Crash and Soggy in the water?
I will after I make sure the area is secure.
I'm gonna sit at the edge of the cliffs and just have my like feet in because I'm small and I don't want to drown.
Yeah. So,
I'm a plant, so it's like my
roll survival
like my roots are in
for
there.
checking the area out.
Yeah, I have to log out and log back in real quick. Survival.
It's like if a mangrove put his like roots in the water.
All right. So Vathel checks out the area and he finds many tracks. People cross this bridge, all the time.
Okay.
Um. So do you go join your companions?
Well, they're in the water. I won't get in the water, but I want to make sure that I'm clean, but still just watching the area. So I'm keeping day watch, you could say, or night watch. So I'm not going to relax until someone else is, you know. So I'm staying attentive.
While Soggy's praying and I just have my feet in the water, I'm gonna open up that book again, start to read.
All right. Soggy. Crash swims around, getting all frisky. Francis is enjoying some water. You are praying, or whatever you call that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and sort of like letting forth my eldritch powers to try and contact the bunyip.
Right. That is
Oh, that is.
exactly what you are doing. Which means you are not paying attention to what's around you.
Yeah, a giant catfish would probably look me.
That catfish is huge.
Do I see that thing?
Not yet. It is swimming silently along the bottom of the river up to where Soggy is, and as soon as it tries to attack Soggy, then you guys will see it.
Okay.
So everybody roll initiative, but the catfish gets a surprise attack on Soggy. Because that's how catfish be.
Mm, catfish is going in.
24, 6 piercing, and you are grappled and restrained.
But remember, I have the special armor that Donovan gave me.
Yeah, but you were in the water praying. You wouldn't have your armor activated. Why would you even be wearing your armor if you're in the water? It's chainmail.
Okay, sorry. Just never mind. Sorry. Just
I mean, you can do it. It's just like, do you want to like risk drowning?
yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Never wear heavy or medium armor into the water. Either way, it would have canceled out to normal, and it still rolled the 18 first. So
I know. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
yeah, no, it's okay. It's good to make sure it's right.
Soggy?
Sorry, Soggy, you caught me there. I was taking a bite of a Twix. But yeah, no, it's good to make sure everything's all right. You know.
Soggy sort of wakes up from his sort of meditation and realizes this a giant catfish sort of gotten grappled and says, "Hi! Do not eat Soggy!" He's just sick of everything trying to eat him.
Hungry!
And Soggy says, "If you do not let go of Soggy, Soggy will do something bad." What is it?
Let me see. Let me see what I have to say about that. Oh, come on. So, 16 thunder damage and is pushed, how far? 10 feet? 10 feet, which frees you from your grapple.
Soggy sort of angrily just sort of swims up to the surface and says, "Soggy warned you!" And sort of swims back to the surface.
Yeah, you can move, yep.
Can I even? I can't see the catfish, can I?
Not right now, it's under the water, yeah. You saw it strike at Soggy.
I'm going to prepare animal friendship when I see it. And then my turn.
All right. I'm going to take 2 shots to disadvantage. Mm.
With your second shot, you come very close to hitting the catfish, enough so to where it swims up to the surface, and now you guys can clearly see it.
So now I can cast animal friendship, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do that, so it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
What, you trying to mess with the giant catfish? Psh.
17.
Giant catfish don't play around.
And
How's
it's not
that wise?
stupid.
Alright.
And then it swims over by Crash and tries to bite him.
Wait, does Crash not get a turn?
Oh yeah. He didn't know what was going on.
Poor Crash.
So it bites Crash for 7 piercing damage. However, it cannot grapple him. He's just too big. So he gives up. Soggy?
Soggy sort of looks frustrated and says, "Stupid fish!" and casts an Eldritch Blasts.
Well, you can't really see it now because it's under the water again when it tried to attack Crash.
So it's going to be a disadvantage,
At
but
disadvantage, right.
but it's going to be neutralized because I'm near Beamhorn.
No, the enemy has to be near Beamhorn.
Ah,
But Crash is near him, so it is neutralized. You're right. Haha. Both of the beams hit the catfish, dealing 5, and then just roll a d10 again.
I imagine they come out as sort of like these leeches. Lampreys, actually.
Yeah, lampreys. I'm actually going to fix that right now. Where is the damage? But yeah, they both strike.
And Soggy says, "You best not mess with Soggy!"
I only use my. Is it a bonus action to tell somebody else what to do? What is it to like yell at somebody?
Free action.
Okay, I'm gonna yell at Crash to grapple it. Grapple it. Throw it out of the water, Crash. Then I guess I can't see it still. You know what? I'm gonna cast. I guess it would be Thorn Whip at disadvantage.
Is it in range for that? How far can you cast Thorn Whip?
30 feet.
Oh, wow. Yowza. Yeah, okay.
It's a long whip.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so it'd still be disadvantage, but yeah.
Just cast it again because I don't have the.
Sure.
$15.
Somehow you still managed to strike it, and luckily it's the same damage either way, so there you go.
Okay, I'm going to. I can command it to come 10 feet closer, right? The
Yeah.
creature is large or small. You pull the creature 10 feet closer to you.
Oh, also,
So
did you use the macro from your token? It's supposed to make the whip sound.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry. I was just looking. I just was looking for the 30 feet, so that's why I cast it from
Yeah.
there. I'll do it next time.
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah.
about that.
No problem.
And yeah, I'll pull it closer to me, but closer to the surface. 10 feet.
Woo! Look at that damage. All right. So yeah, you pull it 10 feet closer like you're fishing.
Yeah. Then in my turn.
Now you guys can see it struggling against Beamhorn's thorn-like fishing line.
I got a big one.
Oof! You nail the giant catfish twice for 22 total damage.
And I said,
The-
we almost got it.
the
I said,
air-
Greenhorn, don't let
The arrows stick out of its flesh, letting you see just how thick and muscly this fish really is. Beamhorn, make a strength saving throw. The catfish fails
Boom.
to pull you into the water.
Hmm,
Well, actually, I should roll for the catfish. Let's be fair.
Do it.
Let's give it advantage, too.
Ha!
It's in favorite terrain.
Not even as strong as a tiny tree boy. Come on.
I love that. Ha! That's the best reaction.
Oh.
Crash is all kinds of mad. This thing hurt him, so he's gonna club it now.
Yo.
He could kick it out of the water.
Yeah, I was trying to get him to throw it out of the water so we have some food
I
for
just-
later.
I just thought of the bonk meme.
He
Yeah.
he missed.
Oh, god damn it, Crash.
Now the catfish tries to break free from your thorn whip once more.
Do I have to do the strength?
No, let me just read again to see how this works. You pull the creature. Oh, so technically it was a one and done deal, but because this is fun to like fish for the catfish and all that,
Yeah.
you know, we're just gonna rule a cool it. Rula
I'm down
Kula.
for some fishing.
Yeah. I'm sorry, do we make Leader a cola?
Leader color.
Leader is
Um,
French.
Should I make a strength or should we contest or should it just win? I don't know.
No, yeah, it's contested. We're gonna play this out like this. It's fun.
Alright, I'm down. Let's go fishing. Oh, I win!
No way. All right. So now on your turn, you basically have to cast Thorn Whip again. Like you have to sustain it by casting it every round. But it's a cantrip, so you can.
Sounds good to me. I'm fishing, dude.
Oh, I must break free, but I cannot.
Soggy sort of angrily yells at the catfish, "Do not mess with us! Do not mess with us!" As he casts another Eldritch Blasts.
Yay, ow, Chihuahua! That's a spicy meatball there, my friend. 20 damage.
Indeed.
Yeah, so I love that. So you maintain and pull him 10 feet closer. He's now right next to you on the shore. You have him almost completely out of the water, and you can see how truly massive he is. This catfish must weigh 700 pounds.
Can I move back and try to like move back a little bit?
This
so I
thing
can-
is like 300 kilos.
I don't know if I can like move back like a couple steps and then, for the final thing, try to pull him above shore.
Yeah. You got it. You got to step back.
Yeah, I'm stepping back. There we go. That should be around 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Wait, 25 feet? No.
No?
No. That was 10 feet. But
Okay,
10 feet's good. You'll just pull him right up on shore.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to.
Yeah.
So should we do the strength again?
No, that's on my turn. On your turn, you just get to pull him 10 feet closer because that's what your spell says that it does.
Yep. All right, and that's the end.
And if it's large or smaller, which it is.
Yeah, it's large.
All right. I'm gonna Misty Step right on top of it and take 2 stabs with my rapier. Just for flavor. So I'm gonna Misty Step like into the air above it, and as I'm landing down, I'm gonna take 2 stabs from the air right on top of the catfish.
Nice.
Rapier.
You stab it once, and it instantly starts to spasm. You stab it again, and it goes limp as a dead fish.
And I just keep my rapier in it. I say you're not going anywhere. Your dinner for tonight.
Hell yeah.
Soggy sort of triumphantly calls out as like this, as he sort of stands on the catfish. Yes, we eat nice today.
I'm gonna try and pull it up with my whip still, fishing it on up.
Yeah, so Vathel has to get off of it for you to be able to do it, but
You can
So
like
I wanna
push
go
it
to-
behind.
Right, I want to go to the other side of it so I can help push it to the shore.
Yeah.
So I'm helping to push it. As he's pushing it, pulling it, I'm pushing it.
Hell yeah. Got ourselves a fish, boy.
this thing is massive. It could have easily swallowed Beamhorn or Soggy, like, no problem, and probably could have swallowed Vathel as well. But not me.
Yeah, big boy crash.
Don't forget to move Francis over.
Yeah, Francis is just off in the distance hanging out.
Yeah,
Dinner!
Well,
Who wants to start a fire there?
I can try it.
Yo, yeah. I guess we gotta. Who's good with like skinning or has those kind of weapons? Probably you, Vathel, right?
Do we need to roll for that?
just a survival check to see how much of the meat you can, like, successfully recover, because, you know.
I hope this goes well.
Yeah, I mean, it is tricky. Catfish have a lot of bones.
With advantage?
Are you a fisher? Well, yeah, no, actually, Soggy can give you advantage if he,
Yeah.
because he's a fisher. But he's a
Yeah, he
kobold
might have-
fisher. He's a kobold fisher, so he has a little different idea of what's all edible.
He might have higher wisdom than me, actually.
Yes, I imagine so.
Yeah, but
So what do I?
is he the right one to carve up the catfish?
Okay, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Pretty good, though.
Soggy, just roll Just roll one time to see if you would have given him advantage. Which it wouldn't have mattered if you had advantage or not. I just want to see if Soggy was of aid to you or not. And if he rolls a 1, then it's going to be at disadvantage, and it's going to be the same difference.
Holy shit! Never mind.
Exactly. That's what I knew he had. Like,
Yeah, so Soggy's able to help you. He knows how to get the skin off a catfish because he knows that the skin on a catfish is just yucky and leathery and not good for anyone. But then Soggy, you want like all of the inner guts that like you guys don't want. You guys want the catfish meat. So luckily, Vathel, you are able to get all the delicate bones out because they're actually quite large on this one. And Soggy, you have all the entrails and other fish guts that you can stomach.
can I give Crash the head and the fin?
The head's
Or
no
the
good
head
on
and-
the head's no good on a catfish.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, there ain't nothing there to eat.
I got big old fillets. It's fine. I don't eat much.
Oh, there's a lot of meat on this thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so much meat. You guys did a great job of like picking clean a bunch of chunks of catfish, and you can hold it over the fire and get a nice crisp on it, and it's not so bad.
Hell yeah. Let's do that.
And that's when Francis busts out a little salt bag that he had,
Mm.
and
Hell.
he offers everybody some salt to spread on their fish.
Mm. Mao and some fish.
As you guys are mowing fish and doing all that, you hear a long, lonesome howl of a wolf, and you look up and realize that the moon is already getting low, and you haven't rested yet.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
we'll
gonna.
rest. I was
yeah.
thinking we could sleep in late as well.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna ask these plants to give me a good old watch if anything comes close to us, to let me know.
Hey, screw you, man. What do we look like? We ain't your dogs.
Mm. I'll give you some fish bone to eat.
Oh, fish bone eat. Like, we don't get plenty of fish nutrients from all the fish washing up on shore and all that. Who do you think you're talking to, old man?
The Fey plants are better than you guys.
Oh, the Fey plants are Why don't you go back to your Fey plants then? It's at that moment that you look up and realize you're talking to crabapple trees.
Of course I am. I'm gonna take one of these crab apples off of him.
Hey, man, what? This isn't just a free buffet here. Come and take everything you want. Do you know how long it took me to grow that?
I'm gonna feed it to the horse and ignore him.
The warhorse?
Yeah, don't.
Oh
horses
man,
eat
he
crab
just
apple?
he just gobbles it down, and he's like, "Oh, thank you so much."
No problem. The plants are around here aren't my friends anyways.
Hey, I heard that, man. I heard that. You think I don't hear just because I'm a tree?
You're just ignoring him like a grumpy old man.
You think you're grumpy? Why do they think they call me crabapple?
I'm gonna get out my Glaucoma and my medicine and start puffing my pipe.
Nice. I see you're burning wood there. What wood is that? Where'd you get that wood?
I wish I
Yeah,
had silence.
yeah, you hear me. I know you hear me. To look at him turning his back like he don't hear me. Yeah, walk away. Walk away. That's right. He's like trying to get the other trees to like join in booing you.
Soggy sort of looks confused as he sees being warmed, sort of angry at the trees. Like, did trees do something bad?
Oh, that one's just a bad apple.
Wink.
Uh-huh.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, now that everyone's out of the water, I kind of go into the water to finish cleaning up and do a quick swim.
Yeah.
Are we about to keep watch for the night?
Well, yeah, I mean, what is left of the night?
And we're gonna sleep in late since we traveled a little bit further.
Well, I mean, sure, whatever, but like I'm just saying it's going to be like dawn in 6 hours.
All right, that's more than enough.
And also like when it is dawn, this bridge gets real busy. Like people plan their trips around like crossing this bridge during the day.
Six hours is all I need. Oh,
I just like seeing who's paying attention sometimes.
I'm paying attention.
So am I.
The T-Rex comes down the river.
It's just a fun little game us DMs get to play sometimes, you know.
Which I just just sigh at.
So yeah, like who's on duty? Who's getting some sleep? What's going on here?
Soggy is going to sleep first.
Francis is like, I mean, I can stand watch, but then I'm gonna be exhausted. I'm gonna be taking negatives on all my stuff.
Go to sleep, Francis.
Thank you, sir. And then Crash is like, well, I mean, you know, Crash okay. Crash
You okay, Crash?
Crash could
You wanna?
even if Crash take negative on rolls, like Crash still smash.
Crash. I think you can go to bed too. I'm gonna take the first watch. Hold the watch.
Crash snooze. All right. So Francis and Crash are asleep. Who else is asleep?
How about me and Donovan stay up?
I don't know if Donovan is still going to be joining us, so I'm just going to let him kind of slowly fade into the background bit by bit, and we'll go from there.
Okay. I'll stay up, and everyone else can have a snooze.
Yeah.
Another warhorse? Holy shit!
Why do you do this?
Duplicity.
All right. So, now, you guys are asleep. Beamhorn, you are awake. Vathel, you only need 4 hours. So with 2 hours to go, you are rejuvenated. Beamhorn, you have 2 hours until dawn, Everybody else is going to get those last 2 hours of sleep so that they can be fully rejuvenated. And so Beamhorn, do you try to sleep or do you stay awake?
I'll go to sleep for a couple hours
Okay.
if Bathel wants to keep watch for a couple hours. If that's
Yeah,
alright.
I will.
All right. So, Soggy, Francis, and Crash all get full rest, as does Vathel. Now, Beamhorn, it is dawn. Everybody else is awake and ready to start packing up the camp. But what are you guys going to do? Because Beamhorn would need another 4 hours before he would be counted as having gotten a full rest.
I was just gonna kind of let him sleep while we were putting everything back together.
All right. So, there is a moment right before the dawn. You guys are awake. Beamhorn is asleep. You guys are just waking up. And as you stretch in the twinkling of the early morning dark, you see a shape move amongst you. This shape and yet at the same time it is definitively humanoid. Suddenly, several of these shapes close in on you, and you realize that this is no dream and that these are not just the shadows of early morning trees. These are actual shadows coming in to attack you. Well,
He
maybe
sort
to
of
attack you, but they're definitely coming in hot.
Soggy sort of stumbles as he sees this and sort of like looks, his eyes sort of dart around as he sees these entities around him. Says, "Are you the ones been attacking our dreams? Tell us. Soggy wishes to know." Soggy says as he sort of looks around to see these all these shadows.
That's a lot of shadows. All right. All right. Can I cast a mild spell and see if something happens, or I have to wait?
Yeah, you have to wait for your turn. So everybody roll initiative.
Even me. Hello?
Yeah?
Even me?
Yeah. You still roll for initiative. It's fitting.
Yep.
And I need to roll for Crash and Francis and Buttercup. No, I'm kidding. Not rolling for all the horses.
Go, Buttercup.
Butter stuff. All right. So this shadow moves in towards Vathel. And as it does so, it comes up to you and is about to strike you, and suddenly it stops and it starts to look at you. This one comes up to Beamhorn. Does that hit?
Yep.
All right, so 5 necrotic and your strength score is reduced by 4.
Okay. I'm obviously awake now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that didn't feel great. I don't know if that hits Crash. Let me check. Uh, 13. Damn, he's got a pretty low AC. Yeah, so,
What?
I know, right?
I would have thought it
Ridiculous,
was higher than that.
right? So, anyway, Crash takes 7 necrotic damage, and his strength score. Luckily, his strength score is enormous. Francis is like, what the hell are these things, man? What the hell, man?
Soggy sort of looks panicked around and says, does Soggy know what these things are?
You can
I do.
roll Arcana.
I know what they are because of the book.
Yeah, Soggy
Yeah.
doesn't know. Soggy says, "Get away from Giant Friend!" And it's going to use the whip.
Yep, these are shadows vulnerable to radiant damage.
They can also
Yep.
be dispelled if you have a dispel, and if we have a blade of pure light, they get banished. But we probably don't.
You used to.
Yes. Where's the whip?
Oh,
DM?
I didn't add it to you yet. Oh, here.
Just tell me when you add it.
2 seconds. All right, so you have to go to your character sheet and roll it for now. I'll get you a macro.
Yep.
But it is ready.
And you said you would replace the Mind Sliver with Frostbite.
Ooh, that's right. You don't want Mind Sliver anymore.
Yeah. So that's probably a thing to do.
Yep, I'll get both of those handled. But for now, you can just go to your sheet and roll your whip. Oh, I put an extra F in there? How did that happen? Whip off light. That's actually kind of a cool little thing you can do too, just like whip the candle and turn off the light.
That's it.
Yeah, so you deal 6 damage to the shadow, but it's vulnerable to radiant, and so it deals 12 damage.
I imagine the scroll, the scrolls the whip is made of, sort of radiate as it strikes the shadow.
Yeah, so what happens is all of the letters begin to glow, and then the very tip of it bursts like a pop of light or like a flashbang. So like as it is cracking through the air, the letters light up and then it pops at the end.
All right. So I'm gonna look at the shadow that's directly facing me, and basically say, why are you attacking us? What do you want? And I'm gonna hold my action for if it attacks me, basically, and that's it. I have my turn.
This shadow rushes up to attack Crash. Now he has his strength score reduced by 5.
1.
It was
Plus,
4. He lost
yeah,
4
It's
from
4.
last time.
Oh, all right.
It's okay. All right. I'm going to cast as a bonus action my Bear Spirit, which grants all of its allies endurance. Each creature in the aura gains of my choice gains hit points of 5 plus plus my druid level, so 5 plus my druid level, which is 6, so they get 11. And in addition, they gain advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
So they gain temporary hit points equal to 11 as well?
Yeah, temporary hit points of 11, and they gain advantage on strength saving throws and strength checks.
Yeah. So just type plus 11 and it'll.
So yeah, I get. So I'm just gonna put my hit points max, my temp HP to 11, right? And then that gives me 11, right?
Yes.
at 45. And then
Oh.
Well,
I know we had said Donovan, but like, if one of you had,
You
cut
blacked
out.
out a little bit. I didn't hear what you said.
if
one
one,
of us has-
if one of you has the sword, which one of you would have the sword?
Probably Vathel. I mean, I wouldn't have it. I'm just.
Yeah, I can hold on to it.
I'm not us.
That works.
One more thing. So when I change to a beast, does that beast count as a fae? Or do I just count as a beast?
Well, you are a fae.
Well, it's because with the other ones, like when I summon beasts, they count as having like magical weapons as their fists or whatever. So they can affect
Oh,
other things as magic, and I was wondering if it's the same thing when I change.
no.
Okay, I'm gonna summon the biggest ape I can. Also, I forgot to say this before. Hold on, let me read. When I do summon beasts, they get a 2 extra hit points per hit die it has. So it gets 2 extra extra hit
Yeah.
points per die,
You'd
and
have
the
to manually
damage
put
from its natural is considered magical for the purpose of overcoming immunity and resistance to non-magical attacks. So yeah, I'm gonna summon the biggest ape, and I have to probably just I can't let him attack yet, but I'm gonna tell him to attack at will and then finish my turn.
All right. This shadow is going to rush your ape. Ooh,
That
your
does
ape
not hit.
is your ape is too nimble for that. Ooh, that ain't gonna work. Crash keeps fighting the shadows off as best he can, which is a lot better than you could. This one rushes up to Vathel and then stops. This one rushes up to Vathel and stops. This one attacks Beamhorn. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah, I'm 14 AC.
So 7 necrotic and 1 strength. Crash no like shadows.
Get him, Crash. Kill them all.
How that even possible?
Poor Crash.
It make no sense.
The Soggy sort of looks the Crash and says, "Can't really hit Dark with normal club."
It 'cause Crash small. Crash used to being like 10 feet taller.
Soggy knows. Soggy knows.
Like 3 meters.
Can I release his hide on my turn?
Yeah.
Sweet. Don't worry, Crash. You'll be big soon.
I was gonna change them back on my turn.
Oh, okay. It's whatever.
Or
It's a simple command word, but Crash just can't remember it.
Big Crash, small Crash, grow, grow, grow.
Wonder Twins power activate.
Yeah, pretty much.
The shadow reaches out to Vathel. It points at the hilt of the Moonblade.
As soon as Soggy sees this, he says, "No, no, no! This is not yours!"
Maybe it's not. Maybe you're the commander. Tell them to kill themselves.
They are from General!
Is that on me?
Yeah.
It misses.
Oh, really? Sorry. It was like, yeah, of course it does.
Not that low.
Yeah. I mean, you're low.
Yeah.
This one gets up and attacks Francis. Ooh, take that, Francis. Francis is like, oh my god, I can feel it draining my life, you guys. This is horrible. Oh.
How much health does Francis have? Like 5?
11, and now it's 2. Oh my god. Oh, this is not optimal, you guys. What should I do? I'm going to take a step back. Oh no, there's shadows over there too. There's shadows everywhere. There's nothing I can do. I am going to step.
Francis, fetal position.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna step around here to the other side, so at least me and Crash are flanking this one, and I guess hit him with my mace. Damn it! That guy who used to travel with us, Donovan, told me to get a hand axe brand mace, but this one is just a crappy Mace-O-Matic brand mace.
Mason. Sounds like a gnome weapon. Little gears on the side.
He sort of sees all this happening and says, "No, you are not taking it! No, no, no!" And Soggy is going to attack the one attacking the shadow, attacking Francis with his with the whip of light.
The whip off light? Oh, you fixed it? Oh. It was so cool as the whip off light. You strike at the shadow, but unfortunately your whip just misses, but the flash manages to daze the stupid shadow.
With light adjacent.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Soggy says, "Soggy is not good at hitting these things."
Okay, give me 1 second. My fault.
No problem. No problem.
Strength. And I say we can't give you the sword. We are protecting it. All right. This sucks. All right. Can I turn Crash back big?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a simple command word, but Crash can't ever remember it.
All right. No, because I thought we had the ring that controlled him becoming big or small.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't control him. It's a command word ring. All he has to do is say the command word, but he can't remember it, so you guys have to say it.
Yeah, he has no memory. He's kind of dumb, but we love him.
He's a hill giant, yeah.
All right. So we say the command word to turn him back big?
Just grow and shrink, I'd say.
Right. So I just basically say Crash grow. And he goes back big.
He's big boy.
As he grows, he kind of like pushes everybody around him out just a little bit.
All right. About how tall is Crash?
Grass is massive.
Yeah, like 20 feet tall. Damn close to it.
All right. So I'm gonna Misty Step onto his shoulder.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which is the reason why I needed him to grow big first before I can do my next thing. And then
That's
I'm gonna
so
end my
awesome.
turn. Give me a second.
Crash, large and in charge again.
So whoever his shoulder is, I'm gonna Misty Step basically onto his shoulder.
Yeah. It's democracy time, y'all. Who think Crash should be in charge?
Crash, you know you can be smaller again.
This shadow is like, psh, whatever. I don't fear hill giants. The bigger they are, the harder they hit. Of course, it would be
The harder you
optimal if
miss.
I need to hit them first, but
If you talk shit and hit at the same time, right?
yeah.
But for my rating, do I know that if these things like take physical damage at all? Or is it reduced?
It's reduced
By half?
by half.
Alright. First I'm gonna get my ape to attack the one in front of me with his first hit.
George of the jungle.
Multi-attack. I can't grab him again. Why does this keep happening?
This I do not know. It should be fine. You have full control.
Yeah, I keep clicking on him and it's not grabbing.
This shadow takes full damage because it's magical and dissipates.
And then the second attack will just be the one in front of Soggy, so that one.
The one
Why
to
didn't it
south?
let me? Yeah, it just didn't let me do it again. Fuck's sake.
Unfortunately, the 8 misses because the shadows are still very nimble.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Shillelagh for the first time. Got some nature
Okay.
power behind it, so it's still.
Yep. Yeah. Well, you're not actually able to attack just yet.
I'm not.
It's a bonus action to cast it, and then you can attack with it. So like now your quarterstaff is a shillelagh, and then if you want to attack,
Okay.
you can.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
But that would have been that's your standard action.
Yeah,
which you have, yeah, got you. You hit it for 10 damage.
whack right across the face.
It is surprised to see that your club is glowing and able to strike it. You can swear it hisses at you.
Okay, I'm gonna end my turn. I guess that's all I got.
Yeah, you do that. You end that turn.
Did my second ape's attack not hit that thing? Oh, 12 AC.
Yeah. So this shadow is going to attack Crash. A critical hit as it deals 15 necrotic damage, and Crash's strength score is now a lowly 17.
So it's still like nearly double mine.
Lowered by 17 or is 17?
It is 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's lowered by 6. Another 7 damage, and his strength score is 15. This shadow rushes in at Crash, but it doesn't seem to like the fire. And as it's close to the fire, it attacks at disadvantage, canceling out the advantage it would have for flanking.
I'm not allowed to get attack of opportunity. That's a bit far, isn't it?
Yeah.
I should have moved closer. Shit.
This shadow rushes in, but has no one to flank with. Luckily, he doesn't need it and deals another 8 damage, and he now has a 14 for strength. He feels very weak. He can barely lift his pillar club.
Does the effect disperse when we hit them, or does it just keep stacking? Like the token?
It just keeps stacking.
Shit.
Beamhorn, you take 8 necrotic damage and 4 more strength damage. You must be getting pretty low on strength.
Yeah, I've taken -8 so far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really low on strength. I have 5 strength right now.
Oh no. Crash has had enough of this and roars, Go away, shadows!
Nice. There we go.
He crushes one of them, and even though it's still there a little bit, he swings at it again, and or he swings at another one, and so this one that he swung at first takes 11 damage, and then this next one takes 8. You take
That just attack the 8.
you
Yeah.
take 12 more necrotic damage. Have you been taking your damage?
I gotta do 12 and 8. So
Oh, okay. And then one more strength.
I'm at 4 strength right now.
Beamhorn, you got to get out of there.
Yep.
Francis drops to the ground. He still seems to be breathing, but he is definitely dying. Oh, even with flanking, the shadow misses Crash as he's swinging his great club back and forth. Oh, Francis.
Soggy is going to sort of like under the strength of Crash, going to run over to Francis and heal him and say, "Don't worry, Francis. Soggy will heal you." I'm looking for the spell. I imagine this in this case, as Soggy casts the spell, the torrents of the water sort of rush over to fill the covered wounds of Francis.
Yeah. Yeah, just waves of healing magical water wash over him.
I also gotta make like 3 wisdom saving throws, by the way.
For what?
Concentration on my ape.
Oh. Yeah.
I'll just do it at the start of my turn, and then, or if you want me to do it now, I can do it now.
Sure. We'll do it at the start of your turn.
Okay.
All right. Oh, this sucks. All right. So I'm gonna try and attack this one first.
Yep. You hit it, and it dissipates into nothingness.
All right. So I'm gonna take the second one at this one.
You hit it, but it is still there.
All right. Ah. All right. I end my turn. My fault.
This one cannot manage to strike Crash.
Okay. I gotta make 3 wisdom saving throws. How much do I have to save by?
It's 10 plus damage.
10 plus damage?
Yeah.
So damage I've taken?
But just each time.
Yeah, each damage. So first one was 8, the second one was 8, and then the last one was 12.
Okay. So yeah, 18, 18, and 22. Otherwise, the ape disappears.
Wait, the first. Nope. Ape's gone. Alright, now that the ape's gone, I'm going to not die and turn myself into an ape. I get the 8 hit points back. So I don't think I have a like transform button or whatever, but
Yeah, you do.
Turn in.
Right
I do?
click.
Okay.
Right click, multi-sided, choose side.
I'm a bit bigger than that, but whatever. And I'm gonna make 2. I also have the full health of what an ape would have. Plus 2.
You now have 2 macros, enlarge and reduce, in your things that when you change your shape, you can alter your size as needed.
Okay. So this is the biggest form.
I believe so.
Yeah, it should be.
Should
And then I'm gonna take my first swing at the guy in front of me with the lesser amount of health, because I get 2 swings, right?
Yeah. Wait. Let me double check that.
I should get 2 ape shots, just like the other apes.
Yeah, but I also need to double check for your hit points too. Alright, so you should have 21 hit points, and
Plus two.
you get 2 fist attacks. Yep.
It should be 21 plus 2, so I should have 20.
No, it's 19.
hit points.
It's 19 plus 2. So
Oh, okay. So 21 hit points. All right.
there you go.
Okay, and then 2. So would it just be unarmed strikes? But my stuff's different.
No, just go to the ape, like what you were controlling. You won't have the macros, but yeah. But you're right. I'll set you up with fist attacks. Uh-oh.
Okay, that went wrong.
Yeah, it's okay. I got it.
Yeah, just do the first one on that one that I clicked.
There you go. Now just use the ape. Oh, you still
It's-
can't use the ape?
No.
What the hell? I just don't get it.
Sorry, man.
He
No,
become a.
It's okay. I wish I knew how to fix it is what I'm saying. All right, that one hits for 5, but only 2.
I'm gonna hit the same one.
And
Yeah, I'm
then
gonna hit the same one again. Three.
that one hits for 3. So a total of
5
5 on this damaged one. Oh wait, no, do it on this one. Boom, he dissipates.
There we go.
Little meta, but you know, it really didn't matter. You were surrounded, and it would have made sense to eliminate the flanking first.
Yeah, I just like back fist it once and then punch it in the face again. Big
Yep.
old ape hands.
And then this one closes in on you. Oh, your strength drain is also reset.
Yeah.
Nope. And this one attacks Crash. Hitting for 11 necrotic and 3. He is down to 11 strength. Nope. Crash tries to multi-attack again.
Go, big boy.
The lads.
Get away from monkey friend.
Nope.
The first one misses, but the second one critically hits for 14 damage. The Shadow. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
For it is from the
Oh
dark
god.
arts. General Verthantis.
I'm at 10 health for my ape.
Yep. And you take the strength damage of 1. And now the sun has risen, and the shadows hiss and reel. They take disadvantage on all of their attack rolls. And still hit Francis because he sucks.
Doesn't suck. He's just not prepared for this.
No, he sucks. A little bit.
He's right, man. I suck.
Sarge will not stand someone being made fun of.
He's down to 8 strength. Francis
Francis.
fights valiantly, stepping around and getting flanking on this. Oh no, he can't because he doesn't want to take a free attack of opportunity. Never mind, I'm just going to attack. I had a plan there for a second, guys.
And he
Oh.
still missed.
Oh,
Soggy says, "Go away! Leave!" and slaps another one with the whip off light.
Mhm.
The one near Francis, to be exact.
striking it for 7 slashing / radiant damage and doubling that to 14. Take that number and double it.
All right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna shoot this one in front of Beamhorn. Is this ape still here?
No, that's just my secondary. That's just the token thing.
All right. So I'm gonna shoot this one in front of Beamhorn first.
A critical hit, dealing 5 damage and dissipating this here shadow.
All right, and I'm gonna shoot this one next.
A normal hit, dealing 7 piercing damage and dissipating this here shadow.
All right. And I end my turn.
This shadow attacks at disadvantage against Crash. Hitting for 9 and reducing him down to 6 strength. He drops his pillar to the ground.
Beamhorn?
Yeah, I'm just reading on Wild Shape here. 1 second.
When you get knocked out, you revert back to your normal form at full hit points.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. Yeah, the guy in front of me, I'm just gonna give him 2 big old punches to the mouth.
I'm not psychic, I'm just very experienced.
Yeah, first thing I just looked at it right away. Yeah, 2 big punches to the head for this guy. I don't have control of it yet.
No, I know. It is annoying me that it is not easily fixable, but I will figure it out.
Four.
Four and 3 for a total of 7. Oh wait,
I
no.
just like
Oh yeah.
I'll just give it.
I got confused
like
because of
that
the 8.
one. Yeah, I'll just swing at it wildly like an idiot.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is that your turn?
Yes, sorry.
He is down to 2 strength. Oh no, that
Does that
didn't
hit?
hit. That didn't hit. That didn't hit. I was just so used to them hitting all the time. He musters the last of his strength, picks up his club, and smashes the shadow twice.
Also, aren't they at disadvantage for attack rolls?
Yeah, but he has flanking, so it neutralizes.
Yeah. Give him the slap chop crash.
With the last of his strength, he deals 8 and 9 for 17, dissipating this shadow, and then drops his club. He will not be picking it up again. At least not right
He's
now.
got big feet. Give him an old kick.
This shadow runs away.
I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity if it's running away.
Okay.
It's just 1 hit, right?
Yeah.
I missed.
This shadow tries to kill Francis. Oh. Damn this sunlight disadvantage. This shadow runs away. Francis gets an
Soggy-
attack of opportunity.
Soggy sort of claps his hands together and laughs as they run away. Now you know how it feels to be frightened.
Dealing enough damage to dissipate this shadow.
Woo,
Yay,
you did it,
Francis.
Francis.
And now he tries to strike this one. Actually, he's gonna... Yeah, no, he's gonna strike this one.
Come on, Francois.
Boom! 2 damage.
2 damage.
Soggy sort of gives a thumbs up at the Francis.
Thank you, Soggy.
Oh, I forgot to roll it at advantage.
Yeah, so you strike the shadow, dealing just enough damage to dissipate it. You strike for 7 damage. And another 5. The shadow runs away.
Kick him in the back, Crash.
I don't have the strength.
Aw, feels
Cra-
bad, Crash.
Crash tired.
You did good, giant friend! Soggy says with a thumbs up.
Oh, thank you, tiny friend.
What does it cost anything to go out of my form?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna drop my form.
Is that last shadow there still?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop my form. Back into Beamhorn. Then I'm gonna be like, get over here!
Nice.
And get him 10 feet back in there. Back to me, boy.
And it deals 3 damage.
But isn't it a spell?
Yeah, I thought it was magic.
Oh yeah.
To 22.
And then is that your turn?
Yeah, I just was lagging a little there. Yeah, it's lagging a little bit. I pressed it. There we
The shadow runs away.
go.
Right as people start walking down the road. You guys see the first of the wagons to start crossing come riding up the road right as the shadow crosses and runs into the woods. And that
Soggy.
and that is where we draw a close to this session. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you anyone for watching. And as always everyone, good
Good thing.